Okay, so maybe a couple of them are slightly unrealistic. The EA conference has already been and gone, but I was never going to watch that in the first place, so I don't think I'm too late with this video. In terms of hype, I have always thought this would be a big E3. You've got Nintendo, who have to show us that the Switch's momentum will continue. You've got Sony, who, apart from their big four, are bound to show us what kind of games they've got coming after early 2019. And you've got Microsoft, who I normally would have like -7 hype for. I've watched the conference the last 2 years and just about fallen asleep both times. But they have to show us something this year. A lot of somethings. It's time they stepped up on more than just a hardware level. I'm also really looking forward to the Square Enix conference, which rolls straight into my first realistic E3 hope. After Tales of Zestiria, Tales producer Hideo Baba left Bandai Namco and the Tales studio in the hands of fresher faces. And where did he wind up? At Square Enix, and not just as a developer or producer, they formed Baba his own studio, Studio Estolia, and basically gave him free rein to create whatever he wanted. Studio Estolia's first game is currently in development under the codename Project Prelude Rune. It's said to be a middle fantasy JRPG with a world you just want to dive into, but apart from that we have very little to go on. I hope to see something along the lines of a trailer or even a teaser. Hell, I'd even settle for some screenshots. Bandai Namco are set to announce 2 new projects at E3, and I sure hope that one of them is a Xenosaga HD Collection. There were rumours floating around a couple of months ago about this, and Bandai Namco have been very buddy-buddy with Monolith Soft lately. The new designs for Cosmos and Telos in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 were designed in cooperation with Bandai Namco. This is one of those slightly less realistic wishes, but I still think it could be a possibility. The buzz for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was quite good, and it sold really well for what is still considered a niche JRPG. Now would be the perfect time for a Xenosaga collection. This is the most unrealistic of the bunch. I had to put it on there because I want to see more of it, but with the Kingdom Hearts 3 release date seeing yet another delay into 2019, I have absolutely no faith in Nomura to have anything ready to show for his last 3 or 4 years directing this project. In fact, I have minus faith, minus 2,356 faith in Nomura to deliver anything at this point. The real question is why Square Enix keep rewarding his incompetence and inability to manage a project with yet more director roles. Tokyo Mirage Sessions is one of the best Atlus games ever made, and it doesn't deserve to have its life squandered on the failure that was the Wii U. Regardless of how much I actually really liked my Wii U, some of the games on it absolutely deserve to be ported to the high-flying Switch, and TMS along with my next E3 wish are on the top of my list. This is a combined number 1 because I just don't think they deserve separate spots, and if it is going to go down, I expect it to go something like this. Nintendo announces Xenoblade Chronicles X is getting a port to the Switch, followed by a brief teaser or mention that Monolith Soft are currently working on Xenoblade Chronicles X2. Takahashi has already said he wants to continue both Xenoblade Chronicles series, the traditional numbered one and the X line, and he has also expressed interest in bringing Xenoblade Chronicles X to the Switch multiple times. Monolith are also working on a new IP, which we might get a name for or an official project name, but I doubt we'd be getting much more than that. So those are my 5 quick E3 hopes and wishes. Some are a little less realistic than others, but I don't think they are all that far-fetched. I'll certainly be glued to most conferences over the weekend, hoping to see some of these things come true. But what about you? What JRPG hopes and wishes do you have for E3? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for liking, subscribing and sharing, and I'll see you all soon.